Okay, well, I pushed that button. Let's see if anybody notices. Alright, so I've got one module for a station up there. I think I'm going to build a second. Kind of want to send like a giant empty fuel pod to keep refueling up there. Wonder how difficult it would be to get this docked. Like, fully laden. So this thing... Oh geez, that looks terrible. That's better. And I'm going to find a way to disconnect this thing from the ship that's sending it. Do that with a coupling. Think like that. Maybe there. Yeah, good. Oh, that's a fairing. Alright. Ooh, I shouldn't have done that yet. Crap. Payload. Oh good. That saves it and lets me work on it. Alright. We're going to want to be able to steer this thing, and it's heavy. So I'm thinking Verners. to do. Navigation still feels ultra clunky to me. And a way to steer this thing would be nice. Oh, that doesn't fit. And that's the large one. What about control, like, one of these? Oh, good. That fits. Let's make sure we have power for it. Large? We need a banana for size. Oddly, I have one right here. Unfortunately, I have not got my camera set up. What's up, Unquiet Mind? How you doing? That's not going to go there. This... maybe here? Yes. Okay. And then down here... no, we don't need another one of those. Only need the one down here. That there. It's perfect. Needs an antenna though. This looks just as good as KSP1. I think you would find that a hotly debated topic. I personally find it okay. It's got some jankiness to it. It's not 100% of what even... it's not 100% of even what I expected with the early access title, which was pretty low expectations, to be fair. Morte, what's up, man? Welcome. How the hell are you? This is my third day streaming KSP, but I was only on the YouTubes. And I said, you know what? Let me spend a little time today. Hook things up. So now we've got, what is it? Twitch, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Steam. All the usual suspects. So kind of live everywhere right now. And I'm designing my fuel tank for my orbital station is what I'm doing right now. So that is the beast of a fuel tank, and I'm hoping that I can actually steer the thing once it's up there. I feel like I should put some solar on it just to keep the batteries from fully discharging when I'm moving it around, and to add some more solar panels to the base. Not gonna hurt. There's some extra larges on there. I kind of want to do them on this side though. Yeah, like that. Oh, no. You won't find drones on TikTok. Well, there might be a drones account on TikTok. I don't know if I ever created one. Probably, maybe, like 20% chance I did. But I would venture to say it was completely unused. Insta? No, 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 no. I do have Insta, but I don't really use it. I'm not as social of a person as people think I am. I lean more introvert. Let's turn our fairing back on. Oh, good. I was worried the solar panels would stick out of the fairing, but I did that almost just right, but not quite. Because that's not going to work. Where's the stupid... There it is. There's a lot to get used to in the interface, I will say that, for sure. Ditch that layer. Ditch that layer. Come on. Right there. The jank is real. Stop being so janky, game. Okay. Up to there, and then this one, like that. Maybe a little more like that. There we go. I'm good with that. 7-year-old started playing Stray. I really enjoyed Stray, but I had a very, very short attention span for it. So I didn't get very far before I was like, yeah, okay, I'm kind of cool with it. It was a lot of fun, but, I think it was one of those things that I will come back to in small doses. Which I do with a lot of games, so it's not surprising that my attention span was very short-lived. Good game, though. Really impressed with the graphics, really impressed with the concept of being a cat. Okay. Now we've built the thing. Now we have to build the thing that gets the thing to the other thing. That's the plan. So I hope you guys are ready for this part, because I have no idea what I'm doing. I just know I need to get it to space. Okay, so for this segment, we do need something to steer the thing. And XL seems right, but not quite right. Maybe large? I feel like even that's oversized. Medium? Yeah. Medium is the appropriate one for this size. Okay. So that gives us that. We're going to want power for the thing. We're going to want an antenna to communicate with the thing. I'd like to deorbit the drop-off vehicle after it delivers the main payload. Okay, so that's all set. Gives us communications, power. I guess now we just need like raw delta V, pretty much, right? I think that's right. So now let's go the opposite way of what I did earlier. There we go. I dig it. Oh, come on. Really what I should do is make that more or less like the orbital propulsion. Maybe throw one of these on there, right? And then give it some kind of like labradoodles. What's their thrust like? Hey, Coffee, what's up, man? You know I still read that as coffee whore, right? It's still a thing. Although I think because of the mass of this that I really should get the extra thrust. I think that's the right way to do that. We all do. It's true. It's true, man. It's true. Coupling large? No. No, 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 no. XL. Ugh. I hate it. I hate that it does that. Engine mount or something? Engine mount large? No, XL? And then smack that on there, and then this thing on here. Okay, that's tolerable. Are there warp engines yet? No, there's... So, right now, the only things in KSP2 is a sandbox mode and a decent chunk of the stock KSP parts. So it's not at all the dream that we all have of KSP2. There's a whole roadmap for it, but I'll be honest with you, I don't see them completing half of what they're saying within a year. So you're looking further out than that. And by the way, guys, I'm sorry, I don't have chat displayed. I'm answering the question, are there warp engines yet, from YouTube. I know a lot of you guys are watching on Twitch, so there's some crossover there. I really should work on getting chat displayed, but how hard would that be? Hold on, chat overlay. I could do this. This isn't that hard. I got this. All right. Let's see. If I add a source. Hold on. Browser. That's the thing. Chat overlay. Oh yeah, that's right. We're doing it live. It's totally happening. Now, why didn't that copy and paste? Oh, I know why. Bear with me one sec, guys. Engine mount, you solved that problem. I hated that taper thing. Oh, the taper thing would have driven me nuts, man. I can't do that. I have too much of an OCD for that stuff. I wouldn't say I'm perfect, but that stuff really messes with me. It's like, just do it right. Oh, God. Two-factor authentication, really? Where's my phone? In my pocket. Of course it is. Okay. Now let's grab the chat overlay. So set up for this. Chat overlay. Copy. Message background opacity, not 100%. Let's not do that. Let's do like, there we go. Give it a little opacity. Hide messages. I'm thinking after 60 seconds. Yeah. Now copy this over to here. Paste. Okay. Oh, I hate that it does that. It won't let me. Ah! It's gonna drive me nuts. I need to be able to scale that. Chat overlay. Properties. Refresh browser when scene comes available. Sure, we'll do that. Shut down when not visible, yes. And I want it to be more like, let's do 1,000 height with a 600 width. Yeah. I got skills. There. That works. Oh, Unquiet Mind. How we do think alike. My boss texted me earlier today, test, and of course, the only appropriate response is Ickles. There is no other acceptable reply. Alright, lock everything in. There we go. Can you guys read that in like full screen, or is that like way too small? Asking because I have no idea. And then back to Kerbal. Too small for me, but I'm on mobile. Listen, I could take up half the screen and it would still be too small on mobile. Just being honest. Super small, but I'm on a tablet. Does anybody use a computer anymore? Or is that just like not a thing? I feel like it should be a little bit larger. Hold on. There we go. That's it. I'm good with that. I don't watch Twitch or YouTube. What? So confused. Oh, I don't use a PC to... Gotcha. To watch Twitch or YouTube. See, and I do. I use a PC to watch almost everything. Okay. So that's there. We're going to need some DV to get us off the ground. And a lot of it. So 3701 at 1 atmosphere. Yeah, this is the engine to use. Ah, stupid engine mounts. I hate these things. Where was it? There it is. Was it extra large? Yeah. Okay. 1837, and I'm sure not enough TWR. Yeah, totally not enough TWR to get anywhere. I need about 6 times the thrust of what we have. You need double the thrust to get off the ground. But there's always the possibility of emptying that top fuel tank. What does that look like? Okay, that's 3,300. That's not bad. And to be clear, this is intended to be a fuel tank to sit up at the space station that I can refuel and then refuel from. You get downgraded to my phone. My PC is for gaming. You get downgraded to my phone. Respect. Respect. I tend to watch YouTube or Twitch on one monitor and game on a totally different monitor. So I'm not used to the necessity of having a phone. A phone or a tablet, to be honest. It's just... Of course my phone wants to be annoying now. So, how do we give this thing like a literal F-ton more TWR? I don't want to send it up there empty, because then not so much about the refueling as it is that it needs fuel to use those Werner engines I put on it. So we'll leave it like that, and this rocket will be responsible for getting it close. Okay, let's do the coupling thing. Take some XL couplers, which are freaking massive, by the way. Oh, first, let me get a copy of this thing. So just for the record, the last time I tried to do asparagus staging, it did not end well. Why are you being like this, game? I don't want to go in the middle. I want it to clamp. I want to go on the mounts. Does anybody remember me saying how janky this game can be right now? It was on there, but it wasn't perfectly even. I feel like that's offset to my left a little bit. What if I copy this one and do it? A little better. I love KSP. I uninstalled KSP too. It's very early access. Yes. Yes, it is. I'm not mad about that because, like, I kind of had a feeling it was going to be pretty brutal to start. I did not anticipate this level of brutality. So I think I just need to rebuild this section. I think that'll be the safest way to do this. I think it's messing up because it was already... Nope, it's messing up because it's just effed. Yeah, man. I thought it was messing up because it was like a copy of a piece that was already placed. But no, it's messing up just to mess up. Those went on right. Okay, okay, that's good. We're getting somewhere. Looks like the UI is better than one that... Not in my opinion. But ask around, I'm just, you know, wrong. I don't like the new UI. For a lot of reasons. Did that really go lower? Oh, it's the mount's a little bit lower. Doesn't have to be perfect, but it needs to be close. Oh no, it's not just the parts manager that I don't like. It's the in-flight UI I'm not a fan of. And I will show you all the things I hate about it when we take off in this thing. Let it go! Don't want that part. Give me this part instead so I can trash it. There we go. That over there until I can get rid of it. Okay. Still not enough TWR. Which really surprises me. Not by a lot, but a little bit. So of course the only solution for low TWR is to add things that cause more weight. It's just how I roll. I hate the way those things look. Those look dumb. We're not doing those. The dumb looking ones at least add more fuel. These just add weight and look stupid. But they're a little bit better. Neo Kuro, thank you so much for that raid. I appreciate it, man. Welcome, everyone. I'm like an amateur streamer just playing KSP2 for a little while. Hi. Neo, were you streaming KSP2 as well? And did you have a good time? Did you accomplish all your goals? Or, you know, just watch things rud? Put a lot more thought into that than I do. I'm literally, click, let's try this. No. There's a method to my madness. I'm not saying this is ever getting off the ground, but at least I'm trying. Nah, I wish my PC isn't good enough to stream and play. Aw. I'm sorry. We were playing Juno New Mission instead, which is like KSP. I actually was, seriously, right before stream, I was looking at Juno, and there was this other game where it was like you were stranded on a planet, but it was like a third-person survival game. And then as I was scrolling, I saw Juno. I was like, that's a lot like KSP, but it looked like it had a whole bunch more options for like stretching parts and making them more custom, I guess is the best way to say it. Things that KSP currently lacks. Occupied Mars did look good. But that's not the one I'm thinking of. I wish I could remember what it was called. It was Alien something. I know it had alien in the name. And that might have been the second or third word. So, don't hold me to that one either. So our goal is to get this beast off the ground. And the only way I see to do this is to add some SRBs. Like a lot of SRBs. What would this do if I actually... Oh, wait, before I do that, let me asparagus this thing. Like, rather than 30 different types of wing parts, you had small, medium, large, etc. wings that you can stretch them out. So kind of like where they're going with KSP2, right? So like in KSP2, and I haven't actually done this yet, but if you take like a small control surface and just say put it there. Oops. Stop fucking with me, game. I really wish the VAB had an undo button. Like, really, really wish it had an undo button. That's close enough. But, hold on. Can I not click the wing? Oh, yeah, here. Wingspan. Like, you can do that now. It has no undo button. None. But yeah, you can, you know, like, screw with the wing shapes and sizes and everything. So you don't have to actually be on point. And I saw some things like this in Juno when I was looking at it earlier. It does, top left? Where? When did they add that? And why does it move me up to the top when I push the button? Whatever. That's new to me. I'm sure it's been there all of KSP too, but it's new to me. It's pretty much what you can do in Juno. But Juno has the arrows you can drag. Yep, that's the preview I saw. It looks really good. I might have to give it a shot. Yeah, my mind is completely blown by that undo button. I really had no idea. I'm not kidding. I had no clue. So, to asparagus stage this thing, I first had to decide which tanks are going to be in what order. So we've got 4 of these. And I need to move... and we need to move that down. Okay, that gets us closer to a 1.0 TWR, and I'm good taking off right at 1.0, because as you burn fuel, your TWR goes up. I was today years old. Yes. I'm not a pro gamer, man. Don't expect me to know all these things. Told you, amateur streamer. Still feel like these are off-centered. They might be alright. They'll be fine. Okay, so, add a group, split these, add 2 and 2. Okay, cool. So now we got to figure out which Separatron goes first. Okay, so this is the group that goes first, so they need to be feeding their fuel out. Give me the part! Of course I gotta smack it on something in order to mess with it. It's driving me insane. I can't do anything with it. Alright, we'll just use a different fuel line. That piece might have to fall later. Whatever. Alright, so these are going to feed those. Your Star Citizen streamer also... Listen, I haven't streamed Star Citizen in quite a long time. I love Star Citizen, and it will always be home to me. And I will probably stream it again at some point, but I don't count myself as a SC streamer. I don't even count myself as a streamer right now. UBOG? No. No. But isn't one TWR basically maintaining your speed? So TWR 1 launch means you're just wasting fuel if you have to burn it to get lighter. Okay, so if this was the final product that I intend to take off, yes. If I add booster, if I'm right at 1.0 and I add some boosters, it'll put me a little over 1. So as I'm burning that fuel, I'll get to a point where it can just keep going. In theory. Let's get back into SC myself. I am waiting for 318 live, to be honest with you. Doc, where? Oh. Hey, Corpse, what's up, man? Welcome. And I hate that it just, like, constantly wants to snap my view somewhere that I don't want to be. Okay. And then these tanks will fill that tank. That's the plan. I love the MSR. I'm not an MSR fan, man. Carrick for life. I want to make YouTube content series for SC, and I'm waiting for 318 to come out for that. I think a lot of people are. It's been 84 years and 13 days. 15 minutes and like 70-ish seconds. Yeah, totally. Totally has been a corpse. Okay, so we've got the asparagus staging all set. Sepratrons are must-have. Must-have Sepratrons. Finally, a pro Kerbal master of the Mun streaming. I don't even want to talk about my, well, not Mun, but Memis experiences in KSP2. It's been brutal. Cuddy B for life? Cuddy Red. Cuddy Red. I'm a medic, though. Like, that's the stuff I want. Never use Sepratron. Man, Sepratrons are life. Where are they? Where are those stupid little things? There they are. So, we take a couple and we put them here. And these are big, massive tanks, so I'm going to do like a row of 3. Because these have practically no thrust. Literally just enough to separate. Cutlass purple all the way. Hell yeah, man. I wish I could get a hold of a Cutlass purple. Okay. So now we're going to do this. And these need to go in this group, or I will get them all mixed up with what I'm about to do. I put those on facing the right way? Yeah, I did. Good. Always sucks if you put Sepratrons on facing the wrong way and you bring your boosters into your ship. To be an Origin fanboy, basically Space Apple. But I'm shifting more towards Crusader Industries these days. I had Ares Ion, which is a beautiful fighter. but it's useless at the moment. Yeah, that's true. That's a sad truth. I'm more of an Anvil Aegis guy. So I like Aegis. I like Anvil. I'm okay with Drake. And then maybe a little bit of like RSI MISC for the industrial stuff. Yeah, boy. I'm waiting for the Apollos, man. Give me my freaking Apollos. That feels short of parts. Why did 4 go into this group? Oh my god. This game. So 5 of the ones that I just placed went here where I expected them to go. The remainder went into the previous group for no apparent reason. So now I have to separate. This is first group, second group. Okay, so this one needs to go up. This one needs to go up. They did this just to mess with me. I know they did. That one needs to go up. And how did I end up with an odd number? Oh, I didn't do the 3 on this side. Okay. See, this is another problem here. Figuring out which one's which. Is that in group 1 or group 2? Cuddy's like a 50-year-old pickup truck bouncing around the farm. Kinda is. Want the X1. Oh yeah, I really want the bikes. Really want the bikes. I have the trio pack. Love Aegis, love Saber. I'm just sad it's not as good as the Gladius, which is still Aegis, of course. I think it might be one day. You know? I almost want to just rip all these Separatrons off and redo this so that I know it's right. I just went from almost to guess what I'm doing. A lot of work to not just do it right the first time. Try this undo button. Hey! It worked! No one said a professional was on. Come on, man. People got to stop calling me that. I'm not a professional. Amateur for life. What's up, Scuba Steve? How you doing, man? If you don't mind me asking, how are you streaming KSP2? Oh, okay. So, my normal stream PC that I use 90% of the time is an R9 390. I am currently playing KSP2 on my work laptop, which should tell you I have a ridiculously OP work laptop. So, that's my story. It's a R9, or not an R9, it's a Ryzen 9 6000 series. Don't ask me, I'm not an AMD guy, so I don't know exactly what the spec was. And it's got a 3090 Ti in it. So yeah, that's the story of how I'm streaming this. I do actually have an R9 390, it's just not this PC. I shouldn't... So, I haven't been on Twitch in a long time, Neo. Like, a long time. Yeah. And so nothing's up to date. It broke my fuel line. Ugh. So yeah, everything's outdated. Damn, 39. Okay, so I told this story on YouTube the other night because yes, I've been live on YouTube. You know, cheating on Twitch with YouTube. But my boss called me a couple of months ago. And he said, hey, I need a new laptop because I'm going to be traveling. I want something fast that will let me do work even when I'm traveling and do it quickly enough that it's not like a huge disruption to my travel. My boss is the owner of the company, by the way. So I went looking and I came across the Asus Republic of Gamers Duo. The 2 screens. And the highest end Duo that they make is the 3090 Ti, Ryzen 9, whatever. And I said, okay, this looks sufficient to meet the criteria. And I do realize that even though he said he wanted something fast for work, he's really probably just going to watch a bunch of movies and stuff on it. And I picked the specs and I said, okay, this is what I would get for you. And I sent him the link. The next day he calls me and he says, hey, you know that link you sent me? I'm like, yeah, what'd you think? And he goes, well, there's one on its way to you. Let me know what you think so I know whether or not to get one. And I was like, oh, okay. You know, like, what do you say to that? Thanks. Well, he's the owner of the company and I'm the director of IT for the company, so it's not like it's a loss. It does get proper use for work purposes, you know. So yeah, it's not like he just threw money away. I don't know why some parts have to be placed in again in order to throw them away. It's weird. Like, I had to place that, and now I can throw it away. Well, maybe not this time. Place it again. I do have a gaming laptop from my work, but I don't know if they'd be okay with me streaming with it. Yeah, I don't think I'd be okay with other employees streaming with our work stuff. But, like, I'm smart enough that I'm not doing... So, one of the things that I'm doing here is I'm not doing screen cap. Right? So, like, even though I have a proper stream PC that can capture, I'm not running out to a capture card. I'm exclusively game capturing on the same machine. So, there's much less of a risk of exposure to the company. I make games as my job, so we need to build the products, so it's pretty beefy. Nice. Nice. I don't know why I never got into the gaming industry as a job. I'm a director of IT for a security company, a physical, like, gates, access control, alarm systems, that kind of stuff. It's awful pay usually, oh no. I hate to hear that. Like, I really do. I know it's true, but it just, like, it bothers me that the people that develop the things that I love to spend hours and hours and hours of my time on are so underpaid. They really are. Like, it really bothers me. And the part that really gets me is that no matter how much game shit I buy, it's probably not going to reflect in their paycheck as much as it should. That's what bothers me. That gets on my nerves a little bit. Oh boy. Placing these is like so painful. Okay, those are placed. And they need to go into the 3 group. There we go. So now when that goes, those all fire. Now let's work on the other ones. My current company pays fairly, which was a nice change. I switched to software for a few years because of pay before my current job. You know, it's just like I said, I think about the time and energy that people put into this. And to be fair, I also think about how brutal gamers can be, right? Like, you know, sure, the majority of us are normal and, you know, appreciative of the work. But there's a contingent of gamers that are just complete dicks. And I don't think I would want to work in the industry because of that. I hope that makes sense. Like, I wouldn't want to have to deal with all the negative, even with the positives. Gamers are the worst. Just look at me. Nice. Yeah, in other words, you take 15 plus years to develop a product, not complaining. It's just strange. You're not wrong. Okay, and now let's drop these in the 2 group. Perfect. It's starting to look like something. I don't know what that something is. Get this stuff out of my way. I want to see more. Okay. My experience, my past companies have been working on a 20 to 30-year-old plus products. Wow! That's insane. Products take like 2 years for me, depending. I have worked in not really software development companies so much as service provider type companies in the past, and my problem with it was they would ask me to like write technical documentation, and I would explain to them very quickly that, look, if I go sit in a cubicle and type up a document for that thing we just wrote, by the time I finish it, it's outdated. So why? They never liked that answer, but it was true. With the games, a big part of the wait is technology. Waiting for technology to catch up to make the product goals realistic. That's probably a part of it. I think that reasoning Chris Roberts gave for waiting to develop SC. A little bit. 20 to 30 may be an exaggeration, but definitely 5 to 10 years easy. Wow. That's crazy to me. That's so crazy to me. All right, let's get some struts to hold all this together, because I have a feeling... Oh, I got to fix the fuel lines, too. That's a Sepratron. That's not a fuel line. Did they, like, completely rip off, or are they still attached somewhere? I feel like that's an attachment, and so it is. So these are... Yeah, those go last. So these should actually be feeding into the main. Right? So like that. Still uses Windows 98. Oh my god. I have a funny story. I like... So part of my job is to look at new potential products for us to install, sell, all that kind of stuff. And we came across a great access control platform. Like, it's... The functionality is on point with what a lot of our customers are looking for. Prices are pretty good. But then they said, let us demo the software for you. And of course I said, okay, cool. I want to see how it works. And functionally, flawless. Okay. Ease of use, I'll give it a 10 out of 10. Right? Like, really, really well-rounded software, well-developed, well thought out as far as like how the flow of the software goes. But guys, I'm not kidding. Windows 8 interface. That look, that exact look. And I just died. I'm like, can you like come up with a different UI? And they're like, are you kidding? I'm like, can you or not? You know? Want me to sell you shit or not? Major Static, what's up, brother? How you been, man? It's been all of what? A day? I will take the Windows 11 interface, and keep in mind I'm not referring to the OS. I'm just talking the interface. I will take the Windows 11 interface any day over the Windows 8 interface. That's right, I said it. Go ahead, be judgy. Okay, so... Wait, this... Hold on. Yeah, this stack goes first. So this should be feeding the other way. Take this fuel line and go from here to there. And then it goes from there into the main center tank. Cool. Yeah, I actually don't hate the visuals of Windows 11. Me either. Yeah, 11 over 8 interface. See, it's not just me. Ivanov, what's up, man? Welcome. Work laptop is Windows 11. I've reverted as much as I can within settings to Windows 10. Even tempted to get Start 11. Wow. See, and I just don't hate the Windows 11 interface. There are too many other issues. Yeah, I'm not... So, again, we're being very clear here. I'm talking strictly interface. Nothing else. I like Windows 11 way better than 8. Nothing special. What's up, man? Welcome. Hello, hello, hello. I hate the 11 interface, honestly. Like the start menu. Okay, so the start menu is a little off-putting. I give you that. I give you that. 98 XP, 710, 11. What? No ME in there? Okay. Say what you want. Windows NT. Back in the day, I loved, like, NT 3.5. Even NT4 I didn't hate. So, you know, I'm just... As an OS, it was solid. It was freaking solid as a rock. I think Windows 10 is as functional as it gets as far as the basic interface goes. Yeah, I'm not going to argue with that. T was awesome. 2000 was the best. NT and my Palm Pilot. Palm OS was the shit too. Let's be real. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about, and some of y'all are like, what the fuck is Palm OS? We were cool before Blackberries even existed. Okay, so fuel lines are run, struts. Butter, what's up, man? Welcome. Welcome, welcome. Clank. Palm Pilots were awesome when they first came out. They really were. They really were epic in the day. Loved Oxygen OS, and the Lineage works super well. Yep. Yep. Oxygen was cool. And I'm going to leave a lurk for the rest of the night. Thank you, Neo. I appreciate it. Going to chill out before bed. Nice meeting you. You as well. Good luck not crashing Kerbals. Wait. Hold on. Wait. I'm supposed to not crash them? That's the goal? Shit. I gotta start over. Consider myself lucky. I started with DOS 3. Me too. DOS 3.3 and DR DOS, because multitasking in DOS was phenomenal. And they are a renewable resource, I guess. Kinda. More struts. Throw in some stabilizers so I know where I have space to put additional stuff. DOS. OS2 warp. Okay, so I'm gonna show my age here. My early days, TRS DOS. Which, I mean, hardly counted as a disk operating system, because, like, most of it was cassette tapes, but whatever. You get the point. Alright, now more struts. Now that I know where those land. I just wanted one. I don't know what that just did, but I don't like it. See, these should be going on 4 at a time, and they're not. Some of my earliest family computers had DR-DOS on them, too. Dude, DR-DOS was amazing. And how about Desk View? Did you ever use Desk View? DESQ View. And Desk View X, when it finally came out. Oh, that was, man, that was the good days. You know? Before people were watching on Twitch and YouTube, we were typing long text messages on bulletin board systems and watching them go out over FidoNet and IceNet and WWIVNet and all the nets. Also GeoWorks, yep. Oh, and Deskmate, the Tandy OS. That thing was so far ahead of its time. Back when chat was IRC. No, before IRC. When chat was actually like chat and you had to both dial in to the same bulletin board to have a real-time conversation. Pre-IRC. Yeah, I'm older than dirt. I get it. Forgot Deskmate too. Everybody forgot about Deskmate. People try to forget about Deskmate. Okay, so this looks terrible and terrifying, and it's definitely under 1.0. Not what I wanted. Give me the engineer's report. Yeah, 0.907. So we're going to slap some boosters on the outside and fly this thing. Are you a Twitch partner? No, I'm not even a Twitch affiliate. I kicked the affiliate program to the curb. Sorry. Yeah. I did that before I actually stopped streaming long term. Like, I didn't want to be an affiliate anymore, so I stopped. Now the question is did that slap 2 on? Of course not. Oh, that worked. Okay, good. He raged against the machine. Then there's something you gotta know? Okay, hit me. What I gotta know? What I gotta know is a total non-Twitch guy. We need some large and extra large boosters. Oh, I was like, why did that screw up my TWR? I heard a sound, but I have no idea where it was. Check your Discord. Oh, God. Hold on. Give me a sec. Yeah, but I kind of assumed as much, but it's just not a huge deal for me. Why you do this? It's not what I wanted to do. It's gonna make me place it so that I can then get rid of it. Yeah, I'll DM you about it later, but I think that's actually backwards based on what I've read. Like, literally inverted, if that makes sense. Alright, let's, I have no idea if that link even works, so don't Don't listen to the bots. They're so far out of date. I don't think these are going to need the Separatrons. I think by the time we get to the altitude they're getting dropped, we'll be alright. We'll be fine. Do I even care about... Yeah, might as well. If I'm going to do it, let's do it right. Mediums? Yeah. And then some struts to hold these things on. Because that'll be the next thing that breaks. And I'm not going to bother with Separatrons on those. We're just going to YOLO it. Alright, so those will break off. This doesn't need to be a thing. These will fire and those will break. These will fire and those will break. Those are going to be long gone before it even freaking matters. So we're not going to be disconnecting those there. We'll bring them up to here. A little weird that it even matters, but whatever. So that when that separates, who cares what happens down there. Then this can ignite in this stage. This stage can go away. Fairing can come out before that. So fairing here. Okay. Alright, so let's go break some shit. So I did start with let's go break some shit. So I wasn't wrong. Okay, I wasn't wrong. I love this freaking game. Alright, so let's see if we can stabilize some of that with some launch clamps. Okay. And then I feel like it might be a strut issue related to this thing up here. Because that's really a giant fuel tank up there, is all that is. Which, if anyone's curious as to what we are actually trying to accomplish, there's a massive fuel tank at the top of this thing, and we're trying to get it to my orbital station. Not empty, but nowhere near full. So it's got enough fuel in it to use the Verners, and then we'll do a few fueling trips to fuel it, and we will use it to launch long-range ships. At least that's the current thinking. And did I just click that? I just clicked that. Now it's going to fuck around with me. Of course. Go away. Oh, it wants to break apart. It wants to fall apart so bad. I need to put some struts on that thing. That thing is just a problem. I think we're just going to completely ditch the fairings since I'm not convinced that heat's even a thing. And keep that blunt nose up there and see what happens. Needs 11 more rockets? Only 11? Alright, fairing's gone. I need to strut this thing to some things. So we'll do... See, and that should have made a lot more struts than what it actually made. And I don't want them to, like, twist. Let's go straight up, like I've got it. Whatever. Do them manually. Gib auto strut. Really? We can't do that? This is like probably a max length or something. Can I do it from like down here? Yeah. Alright. Now that we've doubled the weight and struts, let's give it a shot. I know, Butter. I know. I've looked at all the roadmap stuff. It's coming along. This is going to be an experience for sure. Light it. Greater than 1.0 TWR, go! The FPS dropped to 12. It's true. It's so true. It's beautiful. I feel like it's loud though. Is it loud for you guys? I'm gonna turn it down. You guys tell me if that was a mistake. I want you to be able to hear it and enjoy it. But I don't want to blow your ears out either. Okay, things are not going to plan on the nav ball. It was a little interject. Okay. Is it better now? This was not supposed to be a polar orbit, but it might end up being a polar orbit. Oh yeah, here we go. We're losing it. This is loss of control. But hey, let's see where we end up. Then we'll revert. I'm interested to see how it does. You need more no. We need more boosters. That's all we need is more boosters. I feel like some stabilizers halfway up and some more near the top would help. Techno Man, what's up, man? Welcome. It's been quite a few minutes. Quite a few minutes. Alright, I'm going for the revert. I just want to add some control surfaces and see if that helps. I don't think it will, but we're going to try it. It's at least moderately less flimsy than the first 2 attempts. So, what I want to do is wings, not wings, stabilizers. Here we go. Oh, because of my Verners up there. That's not going to work. I really do a 3-stack? Ugh. Just don't go too low too fast? What? Never. Never go too low too fast. And I love it. Alucard, what's up, man? Welcome. NexusNet. We're getting there. I am going to give this about a 17% chance of success, so that we're all on the same page. How are you liking the changes from 1 to 2? Yeah, it's okay. Game working a little better today. It's a new save. I think that my original save was just F. So, started with a new save. See how we do. Move? Is a heavy boy. Well, I'm trying to get a extra large Methalox tank into orbit. Like, that's the goal, is get the extra large Methalox tank up there. Extra large Methalox tanks are heavy. Heavy AF. Heavy. And that's all the payload is. The payload is the tank. That really is the payload. Yeah, stabilize. Work for me, stabilizers. Work for me. And by now, we should have dropped enough fuel from the main tanks to be over a 1.0 TWR. It does bother me that I can't see my actual TWR anywhere during the flight. Like, really bothers me. One of my favorite parts of the game is of KSP2 is watching as you get to altitude, the plumes get bigger. It's very, very reminiscent of watching a real launch. It's not just a static plume width. I'm not even sure at what altitude I should consider pitching over. Are we there yet? No. Nope, not even close. We are barely 5K off the ground. This is full throttle. The throttle don't go no higher. Pitching downrange, yeah, a little bit. Let me try and compensate a little for that. I do want it to pitch east, not north. But not that far east either. Stop! Stop! You... This is never going to work at the NOS. I wish I had NOS to hit. I would totally do it. Yeah, it's just... It's done. It's done. It said F this plan. And what's sad is it really shouldn't be able to just flip like that. And my logic here is that tank on top, yeah, it's super heavy, but it's also super close to empty, and there's 5 identical tanks underneath it. So you would think the weight of 5 somewhat full tanks versus 1 empty tank would be like a no-brainer as to how that would work. That gravity would hold it down, but no. Go ahead and stage through it. Whee! I'm launching missiles. 5 missiles! Whee! That was entertaining. So I think the play here is to keep the ship pretty close to the same, but switch out to a smaller tank to send up. Because I have a feeling that that tank is just not meant to make it to orbit like that. Because that's a big payload. Make it so orbit like that. Oh, geez, guys. Okay, fine. Okay. You convinced me. Stop. We'll do it. We'll get it there. Let's see. I'm thinking. Give me a second. This is a scary proposition to even consider this. What if you add more gyro? I mean, there's a fuck ton of gyro on this thing. Can you raise the center of mass? Can I even... Oh, center of thrust, center of mass, center... No, I don't care where the center of pressure is. Center of mass. I mean, do we really want to raise it? Wouldn't we want to lower the center of mass? Like, bring the mass down? So that there was more weight to the bottom? And you put a bigger flux capacitor in there? I know it's not ideal, but what if you just vertical the whole way, then shift at the So it started shifting on its own. It started tilting north, and that's the only reason I started intervening, was to try and compensate for that. And in compensating for that, I figured since we're already a little bit east, I would try and hold it there. Did not work. But yeah, I was trying for a straight vertical majority of the launch, and then there is actually a second stage here. This part right here is a second stage that was supposed to try and help push it in space to get it to where it needs to go. I was thinking raising the boosters could make it more of a pull up instead of a push. Sure. That's going to take a heck of a rework, but yeah. This is a funky problem. Yeah, well, I'm the idiot who's trying to send the largest tank in the game to orbit. So of course. All right, let's look at the possibility of raising the solids. Okay, nobody say a fucking word. We're doing it. We're totally doing it, because why the fuck not? Perfection. You want a higher center of gravity or center of mass? I got you. We will go all the way up. Started from the bottom, now we here. I do need to make it a little less ugly, though. Just a little less, not a lot less. Look, reality is this is exactly how the Apollo launch abort system worked. I'm just saying, it really is. It's gonna spiral. It's fine. It's not gonna spiral. I'm not saying it's gonna work either, but it's not gonna spiral. Okay, launch all that. Okay, staging is still good. Yep. Oop, didn't mean to alt tab out. Rifles rocket, next grid is leap progress. It's true. This should be great. It should be something. I don't know what it's going to be, but it should be something. Uh-oh. We forgot the stands. Knew I was forgetting something. We forgot the launch clamps. Needs more launch clamps. And I should probably put some struts up there on those boosters. It's fine. We got this. Mechazilla. Mechazilla would run from this thing. Cursed rocket of all time. Yeah, but fun. For science. Where's this? I am not a rocket building expert. I'm just going to throw that out there if you guys couldn't tell. Sure, whatever. Give me 100 struts. I'm fine with it. What could possibly go wrong? Nothing. This is fine. If we've learned anything from SC, it's that you can always use more struts. It's true. It's true. It's totally true. What do you mean no ComNet connection? You have freaking antennas all over the damn thing. Is it kidding? There's like a bunch of antennas on this thing. That's what it wants to complain about. Of all the things it could go, no, you don't want to do this, it's going to bitch about signal? That's true. Oh, sorry guys, I know my phone's right under the mic, and of course, everybody wants to send messages at once. ComNet is coax only. You want some ComNet? I'll give you some damn ComNet. You know what? As long as we're being stupid, let's be stupid. Give me this thing. Let's do dumb shit. Because why not? Yes! In the wing! No. 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 Not in the wing. I have an aesthetic to maintain here, right? Let's go! Launch before this thing falls apart! We're going! I don't know where, but we're going. Aerodynamic signal, it's true. We're gonna go east, apparently. Apparently a lot of east. A lot of east. It's hysterical. Oh, he usually does it. Yeah, well, there's no recovering this. This is... I mean... Yeah, here we go. Let's just fire those at the ground, because why not? That was funny. That was hysterical. Frame rate is at least comparable to SC, it's true. That was fun. This rocket caused lag to fire each millisecond. Yes. Yes, it did. Oh, that was fun. It was fun, though. I don't care. I know it was dumb, but it was fun. Okay. So. Let's do a little bit of... No, not that. But I had it on 2, and apparently I had it on 1. I'll move the launch clamps in a minute. I'm going back to the initial configuration. But... Wow, Morte, you read my mind. Well, you came close to reading my mind. I wouldn't say you were on point with what Drones was thinking, but you're not far. You're not far off. Don't blame me. Blame whatever genius didn't put any kind of part limit on the VAB or the launch pad either. Does strut make the rocket stable a little? It helps, and I've strutted the hell out of this thing. There's a lot of struts on here. Yeah, I don't know if you can see this like web of struts, but there's a lot of struts. There's going to be more, but right now, yes, there are a lot of struts to make it stable. Ish. I would not say they are perfect by any stretch of the imagination. At least the environmentalists can't complain when we have a green rocket. It's true. Super green. Spared no expense on struts. None. Super green. Fucking love it. I will blow the entire Kerbal budget on struts. And I'm okay with that. Alright. Launch clamps and then we go. Wait, do I have the original launch clamp still down there? Oops! That wasn't supposed to happen. That's better. Kind of feel like we should also put some here. Yeah. Kind of feel like that might not be a terrifying idea. Yeah. Let's go. Okay. That didn't take long. Just do what I do when trying to fix something. Drown it in epoxy. Yeah, that's not a terrible idea. I mean, drown it in epoxy. I'm good with that. New record. I don't know, man. Some of the early attempts were pretty good at being close to a record. Yeah, see, there's struts all the way up this thing. I could add struts from here to... No, we already have to there. We already have some that go to there. And I feel like it is the top section that's just completely unstable. This is the top 10 rocket of all time. If you say so. I think only North Korea has worse launches than that one. They might. They might. I'm just going to slap some struts on random parts to see if any one of them is the culprit for that instability at the top. So, like, even though this is, like, right on top of a piece... I feel like this is the type of place that would mess up. Because we've got a payload fairing, a separator, and a docking collar all right stacked on top of each other. So I could see that being questionable. Build it like RSI. Rest in peace that the strut is connected to the other detached rocket. Well, yeah. Might be. Can I at least see what failed? It's literally all of one side of boosters. Oh, and I think I know what caused it. I think it's the launch clamps being placed on the one that is direct attached. The nose cone? No, the nose cone had nothing to do with nothing. That was definitely booster failure. The astronaut died of a heart attack, and that was before he even got on board. He just saw the thing and was like, done. Alright, let's try and rearrange that. No, that one's on, that one's on, that one's on. Yeah, it's something to do with the way these boosters are connected to each other, so I'm going to add, of course, more struts. Why wouldn't I add more struts? That seems like the logical thing to do here. Kerbals are hiding in the booster. That's probably the least safe place to be. You know where this thing is going? To the stratosphere. Yep. Listen, it's their fault for making such an infinitely useful part. Okay? This is not my fault. They did this to me. And I know that one's already done, but more struts. I think I missed the top of this one, but whatever. More struts is gooder. I'm going to do some of those too. Yeah. All right, let's watch it fall apart again. Looks like you're abusing it. Listen. I'm early access testing. That's what I'm doing. Hey! Okay, but what failed? Close that. Get that out of my way. Okay, so somehow this is considered crashed. There's nothing wrong with it, but they consider this to have been a crash. Revert to launch. No, there's no stages. Linkage between two of the Clydesdales failed. Fuck. Try it one more time, see if it doesn't fail, and then if it does, I'll figure out a way to slap those onto the boosters individually. Yep. Nose cone, and what the hell nose cone? MK7A? Oh, that's the cone on top. Structural failure between Clydesdale and Clydesdale. Okay. Alright, we'll figure out. There's a clamp in a wing, so clamps are allowed to be in wings. Don't be so judgy. That's a great apple slicer from the top. Yep, just don't get your hands caught in there. It in badly. Okay, so listen, always put cockpit in safety, because yes. Yep. So I think the way we do this is we just clone these. Right, so that they're booster to booster attached. That one might be a little close. Yeah, like something like that. That is not level. Yeah, whatever, it's staying. A? Just A? That's all I get? Seems fine to me. Yep, yep, yep. Yeah, we'll try it without struts, but we'll probably need to add them. I expect ultra wobbliness. Okay, no crash report yet. Oh! Progression and the 51-200. The 51-200 is the big tank. The hell is a progression? I mean, besides something that we're clearly not capable of. See, I was cool to just like switch out to a smaller tank earlier, but everybody said make this work. So here we are, still fighting with it. We could be in space by now. Very quickly for one. And how are you, sir? What is progression? I need my engineering readout. Boom. Bit of an understatement, but yeah. You too, you too. Okay. Is there something called progression? Governors, Colossus. Launch stability enhancer. Could really use some of that. It's the aerodynamic parts. Which one's messing with me? It's got to be that one. No? I'm going to ditch them all and try it. Oh no, the table, it's broken down. Oh god. Wow. So how you been, 4-1? Very good to see you as well. 3, 2... Where to boom? There to boom. Those literally just fell off the damn side. Like, they were attached, and then they just were not attached. Like, nothing failed in the design to cause that. It's just structurally not attached. Like, do I need to strut every part? Because get good. I can't, man. I've been trying for years. It ain't happening. It's not happening. Seems to be a problem with these wings. I'm gonna leave the top stabilizers on and see if they fall, but it seemed to be always the big ones. And in my previous save, I had an issue with one of those big wings acting as like the main part. Okay, so transition. I think transition is the smaller ones. Mm-hmm. So in my previous save, actually out at Minmus, I staged one of the stabilizers detached when I staged and became the focal point of the vehicle. So I could not actually follow the vehicle. I was following a part that fell off that it thought was the core of the vehicle. So maybe there's like some underlying bugs with stabilizers that, you know, maybe I shouldn't have tried them. Alright, let's try it, you know, without stabilizers or, you know, unstable. Structural failure on linkage between the 140A and the 51200. Okay. 140A and the 51200. Just gonna attack it methodically. If it causes a problem and I can take it out, we're taking it out. But what is a 140A? So it's got to be something that's direct attached to one of these guys. Watch it be the antenna that I had to add because I had no ComNet. There's a 51200. Okay. Yeah, it's not the communications. How can a rocket die better than facing fearful explosion in the ashes of his crash and the temple of his astronaut, Kerbal? I guess that's not what I thought it was. Oh no, it's one of these things. It is a coupling. But the 140As are like the little ones, right? Hold on. They're those, right? Yes, KSP 1 is absolutely worth it, in my opinion. Even without the DLCs. But you literally just missed it like January, I think it was free. All you had to do was click the buttons. I'm thinking just more launch clamps. Launch clamps all around the boosters. Oh, come on. Place the damn clamp. Thank you. But not like that. Place it correctly. So I'm thinking one for each booster to hold it in place, and then maybe two to hold the center core in place. And see if that keeps it from falling apart pre-launch. A lot of launch clamps. We are living in human space program too. Right now, like really realistic as hell. Yep. Come on. Over here. One there. Oh, that was cute. Don't do that. It's brutal. Okay. Can you pause the game, then check what got unattached? It shows me, but it's the 140As. So, like, yes and no is kind of where I'm going with that. So, like, sort of, you can kind of tell, but it's not specific enough. Yeah, 14 launch clamps, because that makes sense. I'll let it sit on the explanation window next time, and we'll take a look at it and try and examine it. All this for a damn fuel tank. Structural failure linkage between TT-140A, that's one of the small booster clamps, and S4-51200, which is one of the large tanks. So it doesn't tell me specifically which one. But hey, look, this booster is fine. Out of everything we built, this booster is still good to go. I am disappointed that we can't just, you know, send it. So yeah. A failure between a 140A and a 51200. And there's a 3, 6, 9, 12 140As connected to 4 51200s. So realistically it's one of 12. But which one? And more importantly, why the fuck? I think we're going to do it in true Kerbal fashion, and instead of strapping the boosters around, we're going to cut them in half first off. But instead of strapping them around, we're going to do booster to booster. So booster bolted to a booster. See, it was one of these clamps and one of these tanks that was the problem. Oh, what did I just do? I feel like that did something bad. I can feel Rocket can fail at any moment. Listen, that's how it should be. It should be like, you know, the good old days when, you know, shuttle pilots were test pilots. And astronauts were, you know, mostly test pilots. Let me drop the damn part. Make it work, they said. The holder is attached to the booster. I forgot name. Might be because bad idea. I mean, you got to attach it somehow. And we started out with no couplers, like just booster strap to booster, and it didn't like that. You know what? Maybe I'll mix it up and add a smaller booster to these boosters. Or you know what? Nah. Let's get crazy. The hell? Let's give us some control. Remember, our initial problem before we started adding boosters was not being able to control the ship. Like, at all. So we'll try a different approach to that problem. There's no cockpit! You keep referencing a cockpit. There's not one. There's no cockpit. Cockpits are overrated. No Kerbals exist on this ship. See? No cockpit. It's fine. Totally fine. I totally didn't stage that right, but hasn't exploded yet, so there's that. Okay. How long have you been trying to make this fly? How long does it say I've been live? Because, like, well, no. Technically, we did fly. We just had no control. And then we started getting crazy with boosters. And that was probably, like, 2 hours or so ago. Did I not hit release the clamps? Or did I? Yeah, I did. There we go. You have a very loose definition of there we go. But yeah. Let's watch this slideshow all the way up. At 2 frames a second. Let's live dangerously. What's this time warp thing do? RCS? We'll try it. I'll try some RCS. We do have a whole bunch of Verners up top. Yes, at 0.7 frames per second. Yeah! Oh, hey, that did actually have an impact on the angle. If we could just hold this heading, I'd be happy. Oh, no, we're good. We're okay. I don't like the tilty. The tilty's fine. Nope, not so fine. We're tilting north, and I don't want to tilt north. I also am not quite sure why we have so much roll. Will you guys finally give up on this and let me make a properly sized ship or lower time speed? Why? I'm getting impatient. Panicked Kerbal face. Looking good. You and I have very, very different definitions of looking good. Yeah, it's stabilized northbound. We don't want to be northbound. We're not shooting for a polar orbit. Our target is eastbound. Upwards, right? Yeah, but no. Yes, but also no. Oh bad, where's it going now? Now it wants to go southbound. I said not northbound, so it turned south. Which, I mean, I guess is fine. It's kind of canceling out the north, but not ideal. Oh god, the rocket. Yeah, I'm holding S&D and we're not changing course much at all. That doesn't look great. No, it doesn't. It was terrible. This was a terrible plan. I blame all of you. I'm sure it was like 2 of you that said go for it, but I'm still blaming all of you. This is not my fault. Although we are kind of moving east now. Okay, I can deal with a little east. Let's go. You know this all explodes at stage separation, right? Blame chat. Always blame chat. What if I hit hold prograde? Because I'm actually really good with that prograde. Alright, ship, do your thing. As long as we can get through the lower atmosphere into thinner. We'll see about that. Why explode? Because they're going to fall in different directions, and at least one of them will slam into the bigger tank. We're just encouraging your space grenade. Yeah. I want to see if it survives the moon set. Well, we'll know before much longer. You have thrusters on your nose firing? Yes. It's turning... Oh, I know. I knew it was turning too much at launch, but hey. Everybody said let it go, so we're letting it go. Can I make a proper ship now? do you think? Have we rescued Val from Mimus yet? I don't want to talk about it. So the rescue mission made it to Mimus, but Val had disappeared. So I think Val got abducted by aliens on Mimus. That's what I think happened. Stage test. There you go, stage. Thanks, Morte. Well, that was entertaining. Done with this. Done with the try and make it thing. So, now the other thing I wanted to put up there is a comm array. Like a big, big comm array. So, let's do that. What's the largest antenna we got? 0.65, 0.75, really? I always thought this one was bigger than this one. It is. Oh, 0.65, 0.075. Okay. Thought it said 0.75 when I first looked at it. I'm like, no. Okay. What if you keep only the boosters and you put a small capsule on the top? It's too heavy to go like that. Stop! I'm done with that rocket. Fucking done. Can't say I'm done enough. Okay, so one big antenna. And let's make this look like an antenna array with a whole bunch of nonsense like this. That antenna is considered a small part, so... This thing? Yeah, boy. That's what I'm talking about. But we are going to want some roll authority once we get up there. So let's take this. Take that. Take that. Take that. Okay. And we're definitely going to need a power bank on here too. So let's grab the small round battery. Okay. And then let's put... We're going to need to be able to steer this thing up there. So we'll put those there. There's the monoprop tanks. I don't... Oh, that's methylox. I don't want methylox. I want mono. Mono small tank. We also need some control. Back, my cat fell off the sky. What? How does a cat fall off the sky? I'm so confused. We'll reduce the weight plus. Looks like... No. We're done with that rocket. I give up on that rocket. F that rocket. Kind of want to put this above everything except that. So like that. Okay. And then I want antennae. I only want 2. And I do need to see how these will look extended. Yes. Okay, and then on the other part, Yes. It's perfect. Okay. Now, thrust vectoring is that a thing? Yes. Yes, it is. Rocket is harness. Without thrust, you can't harness. I'm not sure I follow that. Okay, so that's a good comm array for the station. Let's give this a smallish docking collar. So that we can attach it to the station. But down here, we are going to want more roll authority. So I want to give it this. I want to give it another battery. Not that it really needs it. Once it's up there and opens those solar cells, it'll be good. But it's all going to go into the station battery pool anyway. So more battery not going to hurt. But this needs to go on the bottom. So like that. Like that. Yeah. And then we'll put some RCS on there. Can you go land on the sun? No. You can. In KSP2, you can land on the sun, but that's only allowed because temperature isn't a thing yet, right? So, like, you're not going to burn a ship up. You might blow it up other ways, but it's not going to burn up. So, yes, you can physically land on the sun in this game. For now. That's going to go away eventually, I'm sure. And that was the problem in KSP1. It was overheat, not that you couldn't get there. Although it is a lot of delta V to get to the sun. It is not an easy task. Dyson ring has been achieved pretty much. Pretty much. Okay, so now we've got roll and control authority. There's some empty space at the bottom of this truss that I want to put something there. Maybe smaller comm antennas? Did I orient that right? Yeah. No, it can't go there because then it looks like it's in line with the other ones. I think there is good. That way it's out of the way of these when they're opened, and it's clear of these when they're opened. Yeah. So something like that as a comm array for a station. Solar panel moment for reals. I did want to put 2 of those there, though, not just one. Kind of feeling the symmetry of that. Yep. Okay. So I think that's good. Now we need to have a plan to get it up there. So let's put coupling small there. And we are going to want to strut that, because if you don't, this is going to be a wobbling nightmare. I don't think we need struts further up. I think most of that will hold, but I know the coupling will be an issue. Payload fairing. Gonna bring these kind of far out because those solar panels do reach out quite a bit. Oh, and that antenna up top. I forgot how wide that thing was. That's thick. Perfect. Now we need to build a rocket. A proper one this time, not whatever that shenanigan was we've done all night. So, for this rocket, I do want to have control over it after it's done delivering the payload, so we'll drop that there. And I know how finicky it's been about these things, so let me throw a battery on there and some antennas. Two is good. "16 boosters. Rocket doesn't have the balls." Nope. Nope, nope, nope. We're not doing crazy shenanigans this time. I'm gonna do some fuel tanks. Small one should be enough. This size seems good. With an engine. Terrier should be sufficient. With a coupling to a... where is it? Not the large. Is it this one? No. That was the part I'm looking for. Not that. There we go. Okay. Now we'll step up to the medium-sized, which will be fine. We will throw on medium at 1 atmo, 1381, 525. We'll do this one. Alright, show me the engineering report. Get that out of my way. 2.46 TWR, that's what I'm talking about. I am going to throw some wings on this one. That looks a little bit like a rocket. What do you guys think? Add RCS to the rocket? Why? It's got RCS. It's got RCS where it counts. It doesn't need RCS on stage 1. Yeah, we don't need RCS on stage 1. It's fine. It's totally fine. Alright, staging this, then that, but the engine can fire at the same time. Fairing's going to go before that stage. 4232. I feel like this is okay. Oh, I hate this bug. Oh, I fucking hate this bug. Oh, this bug drives me nuts. So there are certain times where in the VAB, if you press the letter M, it takes you to the map. So That includes when I'm typing the name. It doesn't always do it. Like I can sometimes create a vessel with M in the name, but literally, where's my ship? Chat. I'm gonna cry now. I'm gonna cry now. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cry now. Unless it happens to be at one of the launch pads. I was literally trying to save it when that bug showed up. Oh. Alright. Let's see how fast I can rebuild that, because that's super, super, super frustrating. Okay, so I know I need a small one of those. I know I need a small one of these at the top. I know I need battery, small, right there. I know I need RCS all the way around. I want that centered on that thing. There we go. I know at the top it's going to have the big antenna. Why are you not snapping? Snap! There. Okay, so that's the whole top part. I know we had the struts. I believe it was this one. It was that one. Okay. I know I had a couple of these things facing the other way. I know on this side I'd gone with the solar array, large, like that, but higher up so I could fit the other antennas below it. And that got these. And then I had to test to make sure they open the right way, and they do. These I already know, these I already know. Let's just see it. Yep. It's fine. Okay. Then down at the bottom, I know I need a battery. I know I needed roll control. Oh, I know what I'm forgetting. Autosave. Autosave's a joke. It works in flight. It doesn't work in VAB. So, yeah. Small stabilizer down here. I do need to add 2 fuel tanks that I forgot at the top. So monoprop specifically. Small. Drop that one. And drop that one. Okay, and this needs to go below everything because it's my roll authority. Okay, like that. RCS down at the bottom. Okay, docking collar. Stack separator, or not. Good night, drones peeps. Early morning tomorrow. Me too, Tech. I'm going to bed soon. I just would like to get this at least in orbit and maybe to the station. But yeah, then I have to call it myself. Okay, stack separator, payload fairing. Hello, Lou. How are you? Welcome. That might be wide enough. Maybe not. Maybe not. Oops. I'm gonna install mods right now in KSP2. Cool. I'm not much of a mod person, you know? I get it. I can see the usefulness of them and why people enjoy them, but I usually am like vanilla in most games. Why is there only a minus and no plus? And again, with the minus and no plus. 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 Now the game's just messing with me. Better be a 1 for TWR. Fairings are annoying. Very. Like, to the point I'm about to go without, because it doesn't want me to build this fairing. If it doesn't build this time, I'm done. It'll be a fairingless launch. Yeah, there's no re-entry heating. I know, there's no real heating of parts right now, so it's not the end of the world. I just like the look of it. You know, personal preference and all. Okay, so that's done. Now, underneath it, I know I'm going to want to control the piece that's going up so that I can bring it home. Well, not bring it home, but destroy it. So I'm going to smack that on there. I'm going to smack a battery on there. There is lots of drag. That is true. That is true. But we could push through drag. Drag's not that bad. Slap an antenna on there so we have communication with this thing even after it releases the big payload. Fuel tanks. Small-ish fuel tank. We'll do this one. Yeah, I feel like I did the bigger one earlier. Nah, stick to this one. The medium small tank. There's lots of drag on parts that shouldn't have drag, like forward-facing docking ports. Alright, and then I want an engine. It's going to be a Terrier because this is going to be space maneuvering. I'm going to want a stack decoupler. And then I'm going to want to go more fuel. I'm going to go with the medium adapter to a large medium tank to my main engine. Right. This all seems normal so far. And then on a medium-ish stabilizer. And then I want a small-ish stabilizer. And then stage 1, separate and start engine. Bearing can come down here between these two. This can go away. Final separation is up there. Okay. Cool. Had to make sure I didn't press the letter M. Okay. Sending it. But why? Why you do this to me, Kerbal? Why you do this to me? Why you like this? Why? Clearly, I need some struts up in the upper payload. Oh, that eye thing is terrible. Don't use the eye thing. I forgot about that. That eye thing is so bad. Alright, struts. Really? No way to do that? Alright, then we'll attach down here. Not worried about those pieces hanging off. They should, in theory, be okay. Just watching a KSP2 mod tutorial from Outland. Yeah, I've seen it. I saw the one the other day where you got the flags working and everything, too. Alright, payload. Bearing enabled. Launch. Whew. I'm sure I screwed that up because that was a quick rebuild. Okay. YOLO. I didn't even check to see where my station was. I'm like, yeah, screw it. Let's just go. Saul, what's up, man? Good evening, sir. Of course you join as I'm about to, like, wrap this up for the night. It's wobbly, but yeah, that's not going to work. Revert to the VAB. We're wrapping it up here too. Yeah, man, it's getting late. Did a stint on the good old SCs. I can't wait for 318 to go live. I think I will have more of a passion for playing in 318 than I ever did in 317. But, like, I really need to be able to know that my progression's relatively secured. You know? So, like, I don't know. I'm just not motivated to play it in PTU. And I have no interest in being in 317.2. Wait. Payload. That's what I wanted. Clamshell. Off. Okay. So, more struts. Oh. I always forget that you have to, like, tell it you want the four-way struts before you place them. But if you hit the X after you've clicked once, it's like, nope. Let's hope tomorrow... Yeah, okay. You do that. I'm not doing that. I don't have that much hopium. Okay. That's about as strutted as I think I'm going to get it. But I think the next step is to add some high-up launch clamps. And we'll drop those right there. And payload. Enable the fairing. Launch. I saw the 10 hopium command. That's nice. Those are pretty good, right? Geek, what's up, man? Welcome. Welcome. Oh, it wants to fall apart. It's like dying to fall apart. It's like, let me explode. And I'm just sitting here like, no, 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 no. Light it. Let's go. Oh, no, 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 motherfucker, no! Ah, son of a bitch. And it's such a light payload, too. That's what's, like, really bothering me. It's like there's nothing to this payload. For once, FedGov actually gave me monies. Nice! It flew better than I thought it would. Really? You hate my design that much? So do I. Alright, let's be stupid. Yeah. I was sure with all the jiggles it would explode on launch. Really? Okay. Let's just skip that countdown. I'm not confident it would stay on the pad that long. No, 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 no. The other way. East. East. Go east. Oh, SAS on, please. I don't know how I turned SAS off, but apparently I did. Just pitch a little east. No, no, no. That's not east. That's west. Okay, I guess that's east. I guess that's east. That can work. We can possibly work with this. This is not the end of the mission. Nope. Nope. We got this. Nope. Let's do that thing again. Sure. Why not? Let's do it again. Top heavy? You think? It's not about how heavy the top is. Like, there's enough thrust to compensate for the weight if the weight was stationary. But the problem is the weight keeps wobbling. And I kind of want to try this just sans fairing. Because I feel like the fairing part is the weak point of this build. I'm not saying it's the only weak point, just that it's the weakest point. Bigger bottom fins? You think so? You think that would help? I mean, I'm down to try it, whatever. Big enough? I also do want to try it without this fairing, so... Nose cones on the boosters, you think so? Wow. Man. I'm seriously thinking that I want to get rid of this fairing, though. But if I do, I gotta restrut it all. We'll give it a shot like this, and then I'll consider removing the fairing piece. Not just the fairing itself. It already seems more stable. Like, just sitting on the pad seems more stable. And that's literally the only things I did was add the wings and get rid of the fairing. I probably should have looked at where my station was in its orbit, but whatever. Give it a little nudge to the east. Not crazy, just a little tiny nudge. Throttle this thing back a little bit. Burn all our fuel to get up there. Solids. This is going well. I really feel like that fairing was fucking with me. And I wonder if that's been a problem on like some of my previous launches. These definitely helped though. It was a good call. Steep is better than explosions. I concur. Oh, I'm loving KSP2. It's infuriating but I love it. It might be a little bit of a masochist. I don't think I'm going to have enough fuel to... Well, I might have enough fuel to get to the station. It just might take several orbits to get it close enough to make a maneuver worthwhile. Let my apoapsis get too high. I want to stay low so I can play catch up. Why does it feel like it's not moving even though I am? It's not that much higher in orbit. It is not an actual location. There's no chance in hell that that's actual. Face target just so I know where it is. Yeah, there's no way that was actual. I mean, maybe. If I time warp to here and this is the intercept, then I should see it. And I do not. Yeah. There's no way. This is what drives me nuts about the game. This is like... It's not that I can't go to it, it's that I can't get actual data from the map. Because this is not a stationary thing. It's orbiting just like I am. So why does it show stopped? You know, because it's clearly not going to be there. And if I go to control it, now it starts moving. What the hell? You see my problem with that, right? Like, that... Was it literally stopped in space waiting for me to do that? I don't know. That drives me nuts. It's like now I got to do a few orbits to play catch up again because I'm on the inner orbit, so I'm moving faster than it is. There does seem to be a lot of freezing of items in space. Yeah, that's not cool. It's like that detracts from what KSP is at its core. Like, orbital mechanics are the reason to play. If things aren't properly orbiting, how do you track? How do you follow? How do you rendezvous? How do you do any of the things you want to do? And see, like, I shouldn't have to do this many laps because when I started this, I was playing catch up, but then I didn't realize that bug was going to fix itself when I switched control. And I switched control so far ahead of it that now I've got to wait, 30 plus orbits for me to catch back up to. Sure, I could get silly and widen my orbit and waste a bunch of fuel, but I'm already in this orbit, and I know I'm not great on fuel. 370 delta V left is not a lot. I don't want to waste it, just kind of stinks. Go to the tracking station for a higher time warp. Oh yeah? I didn't think about that. Sure. I'll do that. Not that much higher, but yeah, it is like what, one tick higher. And also, what the hell is the camera doing? Focus Kerbin. Oh, fine. That was very weird. I'll admit, that was weird. Everything in this game is weird right now. Fine, put a probe core on the launch pad and focus that. It'd probably be all over the place, because that's just the state of the game right now. Glad I opened those solar panels, or we'd be looking at a dead battery. One eternity later? Does it show us the distances on these? No. It shows us relative speeds that are wrong, because that's going to be relative to Kerbin. Which I guess being my focus now is what it's calculating off of. Faster! I want to be able to time warp 10K. Good thing I didn't send a Kerbal. I don't think they would have had enough snacks to make it through this. I'm going to change focus after the next lap, because I think we'll be getting close enough for it to matter. Yeah, see, those numbers are wrong. They're just wrong. Can I see it yet? I think over here is our best bet. So my nose should be pointing at it when I do that. Where is it? YT is weird for strums? Yes. Hey, there it is. Look at that. Yeah, next intercept's further away. 87 meters a second and 25K. Okay, cool. So now, we're going to do a quick little burn towards it. And I want to see my target speed. This is fine. Everything's fine. All normal. Two for the win, though. For real. I am doing the multi-stream thing, guys, so we are on, like, all the platforms at once, so... Whatever. Whatever floats your boat. I am enjoying YouTube, though. No Twitch anymore? I'm on there. Technically, I'm live on Twitch right now. At least I'm supposed to be. If I'm not, blame Restream, not me. Tiki Hut for the win? What? Oh yeah, Tiki Hut. Took me a sec, I'm with you. Yas. Yas, yas. Who was the Dutch SC streamer? I don't know. Some guy. I don't know. Still got the cup. Nice. I still have the Apollo. What did Saul do? Be right back, guys. My wife just got home, so I'm going to pause this for a minute and go say hello. After I get stopped. At least I think that was her. I heard the gate. Yep, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back. But apparently I hit staging instead of pause, so... Because space makes sense for staging. Good news is, I have plenty of RCS to fix this situation. So we got this. See, I told you guys we had plenty of RCS for this. Accidental staging be damned, I got this. We indeed. Kind of want these panels, maybe not perfectly perpendicular, but close to it, to the existing ones, so that they're not like right on top of each other. I did that way off. Trying to get my orientation on the vessel and failing. Okay, so that might help. No, I hate that. That did not help. Face me to target, not to prograde to target. Certainly looks a lot better graphics. It definitely is. Carlos, yes, but it's just going to be a drop it wherever it lands. I might cheese this part a little bit, just so that there's no surprises. The way you cheese it is you switch to the other vessel, control from there, target here, switch back, control from there, target here, and they just line themselves up. Going to SitCon? Absolutely not. Absolutely not this year. Not for a lack of want, but for a lot of other reasons. Yeah, sorry man, SitCon ain't in the cards for me this year. Neither is TwitchCon, so it's not like I'm choosing one over the other. There we go. Get in there. Let's open everything up. Yeah, that might be a little close to that one. I think I'll keep this side closed for now. And then, did I put these on? I did. Still makes me sad. I'll see if I can get down south. I hope so. But there it is. We now have a communication module, a cupola. We even have a Kerbal up here. Bill's hanging out up here in the cupola. So I think off one of these other directions, I need to work on some like habitation. I see we kept the lag when docking from the previous KSP1 game. Yes. Yes, we did. But we are now docked, and I'm going to hit that save button, and then I'm going to call it a night, guys, because, yeah, it's definitely my bedtime. I have work early in the morning. So, but no, thank you guys for all being here. I do appreciate it. I don't have a stream schedule, so when I can, I'll be on. When I can't, I won't. I'm sorry. But yeah, thanks, Drew. Thank you. Thank you, everybody that dropped by. Seriously, it means a lot. We'll do it again soon. Soon-ish. And I thought I closed that. Didn't I close this antenna? Chat, I closed this antenna. I know I did. I know I did. I didn't make that up. I did close that one. Or did I close this one? Uh-oh. There we go. Now we have a serious ComNet array up there. Alright, guys. That is definitely it for me. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll see you guys next time.